Don't be jealous, bro.
I don't like dip. I'm good.
Yeah, we ain't jealous.
Hey, welcome back to Unravelin Gravelin. I'm Matt. That's Matt. That's Brandon. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the notification bell. That's got to be like 3 episodes in a row. I got that shit right. No props. No
I know
congratulations.
you got that right, and I named the last one wrong for a whole week.
God bless America, man.
And
It's
went to
always
18 to 20.
something.
Went
Yeah.
18 to
It's
20.
never nothing. It's always something.
Yeah, we're full of mistakes, and we're okay with that. Isn't that right? We don't
Yep.
give a shit. That's who we are.
Yeah, I mean, I make a lot of mistakes.
So this guy finally finished his 75 hard.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
That's the only
Monday.
thing that's really new to us over here.
And Annie points out that I failed it 30 days ago, which I appreciate.
You did.
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah,
It's tough. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. It's fucking
See,
tough.
that's a fact. I mean, that's like dusting your balls. I forgot my yeast the other day, and you were just being mean.
Dude, you
I
wanted...
was all in my feelings.
Hey.
Like, ask my wife how pissed off I was about active dry yeast. I bought it. I don't know where the fuck it went, though.
Why did you need active dry yeast, my
Because
friend?
I'm making this fucking French toast, bro. I'm making the,
Why did you make French toast?
Because I was done with this shit.
Because your keto days are over, and you were like, do it upright.
But yeah, I made my own fucking... I don't know what it's called. Kala? Maybe Kala. It sounds closer to right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What the fuck
It's
is
the
that?
type of bread I made for the fucking French toast.
Oh. Is that good?
I mean, yeah, it's all made with fucking like Australian honey and shit. Like, it's good.
You imported honey from Australia?
And New Zealand.
Well, they're like neighbors. That's like saying you imported shit from Missouri and Kansas.
Oh yeah, because we don't distinguish between the U.S. and Mexico, do we?
But
Fuck out of here.
they're the same fucking country.
U.S. and Mexico?
No, New Zealand and
They have
Puerto Rico.
a literal sea between them.
Right, big.
There's literally a chunk of an ocean between them.
Ah,
Oh, yeah, we got the fucking Gulf of Mexico.
which one is which one is New Zealand? Like the boot shaped little deal on the
What's the
side?
one like up here? It's like it's
Yeah.
Australia's
But,
eyebrow.
but it's like
isn't
a
it?
small boat ride, right?
I mean, I don't know. I've never been to either one.
Oh,
I mean, all looks pretty close in the picture book. It's just big.
Right.
it's a finger width apart.
Yeah, that's about
You gotta
30,000
put your
miles.
thumb over to the key. That's about 250.
Yeah.
Got to double thumb it.
That shit was crazy.
But yeah,
But yeah, I
I'm
just
done
want to
with
say
that.
fucking congrats, dude.
Well, thank you, sir.
That's a fucking big, hard, strong accomplishment.
Yeah, I mean that's no small
Like
feat. I'll
it's-
be honest with you. Both y'all finished. I did not.
It's some fucking hard, grimy fucking work.
How was the
I know it
last
was
3
for me.
days? That's what I want to know. 4
Oh,
days.
I mean, the finish line was right there, so you know.
It was by far the mentally the hardest part.
Yeah, because you're like, man,
I'm just right there, and you can start like he said. His biggest thing was he wanted to fucking
the French toast.
have French toast. Like every single day, he wakes up and he's like,
Today,
I can taste that French
because
toast.
on the last day I woke up, I'm making the
Yes.
bread tonight.
Yeah. And then
I got everything in the fucking bread maker. Went to throw in the yeast. Fucking not there, dude. Yeah. I wasted half of everything.
damn.
For 2 teaspoons of yeast, had to throw away 6 cups of flour, duck eggs, which I got more fucking duck eggs than I know what to do with right now. So if you get egged, it wasn't me.
The
I don't know
mentally,
what else to do with these rotten eggs.
mentally, do you think you're different?
Mentally, do I think I'm different?
Yeah.
I mean,
Because it's a mental challenge, correct? Isn't that what you build it as for
Mental
us?
toughness. Yeah.
Mental toughness.
yeah, and
I
then you
didn't-
realize
I
how
didn't
much
build
time
it.
I committed to things that don't actually
Doesn't
matter.
matter, yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of times the old lady said, "Hey, will you do this?" And then I said, "Oh yeah, I'll do it later."
Gotcha.
And then later is,
And then later turned into months.
and then she's like, "What the fuck?"
And all you
I
got
should've
was
did
pissed
this.
off.
And then
wife.
what I've learned is, hey, what's it gonna take you? 45 minutes maybe.
Because
Just
you
go
have to
fucking
those,
do it.
Because you have those 2 workouts that are 45 minutes each, and you
Well,
just go do it.
I mean, the workout for 45 minutes is just analogous to
Right.
other stuff in your life.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
because you train yourself to do those 45 minutes of shit you're responsible for.
Because the last 2 days, there's been a void. Like
Extra
like,
time.
what am
on
I
your
going to do
hands.
with myself
do?
now?
Yeah.
Extra time on your hands.
And then you just dig deeper into yourself. You're like, man, how much time? How many times have I done this in my life where you're just wasting your time doing stupid
Nothing.
shit?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Literally nothing.
Because like reading 10 pages, I mean, depending on like the level of the book and how it's written, was some days it was 10 minutes, sometimes it was 25 minutes.
Right.
Yeah, that's kind of what I suspected. I failed because I admitted to the fact that I missed a workout, which was just compounded my day of just how much shit I had to do. And even though Dina was like, "Hey, don't you have another workout?" I'm like, "No, I did it this morning." And then the next morning I woke up and I was like, "No, I didn't. God dang it." But that subconsciously could have just been my way out of finishing the other 45 days. I don't know. Subconsciously, when she said that, I may have went, you know what, if I just fuck it up until next morning, I ain't got to do this shit no more. And so I wasn't mentally tough to get through that and do an
It's a tough
extra
feat.
workout.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, there's some nights like, you get comfortable in bed and your
realize-
fucking eyes pop open like a Squidward meme. You're like, oh, fuck, I didn't do this. Or
Yeah. Oh shit.
or you just have to
I
think for
made-
5
shit.
minutes. Did I?
Well, I
Yeah,
did that
didn't I?
twice with
Literally had
reading,
it-
too.
You literally had a checklist.
See, I did it most with the teacher.
Yeah, me too.
Because
Well, not really. I guess I took.
I don't give a shit to take pictures of me.
Yeah.
I know what I look like. I take
Yeah.
pictures of shit around me, maybe.
At
but-
like the first like 30 days I did, but that 31 day I remember taking a picture and I could see my abs a little bit. So I was like, after that I took a picture after the gym every
See,
single
the
day.
thing for me was my arm didn't poke out so far one day,
And
like
you're like,
hanging off my
"Hey."
side tits and
And
stuff.
you're like, hey,
my arm, I was like, oh, my arm is like against my side.
dude, my arms are actually longer.
Because like
Well,
Jennifer seen you take a picture one night. She's like, "That's your picture?" I was like, "Yeah." Well, I was like, "It's in
well,
in front of the
that's a
mirror."
girl. Like a girl.
I was
you
like,
know,
"What
they
am I
gotta
supposed to
have everything.
flex or like what do you want me to do?"
She wants the lighting right, the makeup to look good. She doesn't want that glossy
She's
look
like,
coming anywhere.
she was just like, "That's a boring picture." I was like, "Well, I just fucking."
It's
You want
for
to see
my-
day one? Like my side tits are smaller. Like,
Yeah,
Hell
that.
yeah.
And I know that it was tough for you guys to get through because I could not get through it, and I just know that personally.
so yeah,
I think
I just have like so much free time now
Right.
because the last 75 days has just been
work.
the most probably attention to myself I've paid in a long time.
Really?
Good. I mean, you
'Cause,
just,
yeah, you're working out.
if you, I'm just saying, you look at the 10 years. Just call it 10 years since I got out of high school.
Right.
Like, I haven't paid that much attention. I've done a lot of stuff for like lowercase knee, like lowercase n knee. This was one of the things I did like for knee, like uppercase knee.
You were front and center.
For-
You were
for
getting through.
me.
Yeah.
I didn't want to. I think because like I don't know, we did that triathlon. I think that was like
That's another tough feat.
for
Two-
me to say.
That's
that,
almost
that
2
wasn't
years ago, though.
for me.
Yeah.
That was like for the accolade, to say I did
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Like
Try to get a picture on Facebook.
I've been reading the book
Yeah.
about. I've been reading the book written by a monk.
Right.
So it was just one of those things like I guess I bought a lot of stuff for me, taken a lot of trips for me, but with like a lowercase letter.
Yeah. I'd agree with that.
You know what I mean? Like that's like a selfish type of me. Is what it was like what this guy's needed, that like lowercase n me.
Yeah.
It's like not introspective. It's not beneficial. Like
All
some
the,
people just want the finish line. They don't pay attention
They
to
don't
the
want the
journey.
run. Yeah.
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
The reward is in the journey.
Well,
And now looking back, like you were saying, let's just talk about. Fucking, sorry, medicine. Talking about just being us, being you, being
you as a
yourself,
person.
and it's like that just fits into just the book I've been reading. you
Yeah.
know? The last
And
two books.
And it really is like 75 hard. You really, I know for me, like in my second 45, I always went on a walk and I didn't take music or nothing because I was walking around.
Yeah, I was walking around Nick Country Roads. I don't
You
want
know.
headphones either, so they
You know.
run up on me.
Yeah, so, but you really just take time to think and like reflect on yourself, like you were saying, and it's just like,
how'd I let myself become
yeah.
so the way
So like
I was?
I'm looking back and like basically like you're saying, done everything for a picture on Facebook.
Yeah, you want the finish line. You're not
know
not
what
in
I'm
it for the
saying?
journey.
Like-
you're in
like-
it for the trophy.
Like basically like all the kids say, I was always like capping on social media, always like,
what does that mean for us old folks?
I mean just basically like lying, like, you know, lying.
Showing out.
Yeah, showing out, cap.
when it wasn't actually true.
Yeah.
Like,
At
I
the
know.
same time, like, oh
It-
yeah, you take pictures with money,
Front.
dude, but you know,
Front?
yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Front.
Okay.
Front.
We got to take it back to the early
Yeah.
2000s for me.
Yeah.
But that's a lot of what social media is, and it's always been my complaint about social media is that it makes people into who they're not.
Yeah. It either makes you who you're not or makes you feel worse about yourself.
Well, it's
Like one
It's
like,
done both.
and
It
I
just
mean that-
depends on the
yeah.
circumstance.
Like
Yeah,
Paulina
absolutely.
has a friend that, no lie, she cooks some good ass food, takes pictures of it on Facebook, makes her kids lunch, badass lunches and shit. And Paulina's like, said something to the effect, oh, like she's like a better mother than me. And I'm like, because she makes lunch and posts a picture of it on Facebook. You know, you gotta like think about like all of those kids know like their mother loves them and everything.
right. Absolutely, she's a
So-
very good mother,
Yeah. She's a good
She's a
mother.
very good
But she
mother.
sees something like that
and she
it-
doubts herself.
Yeah.
It does
And
the same thing to
and
your
it's
sister
like-
too.
It's like, but think about this, and this you do for them.
Right.
You know, now both of you are good mothers. I'm not saying nothing about her, but just because you know your house isn't always clean,
Right.
or,
But your house growing up was never always clean.
yeah,
Ever. But it has to look lived in and where love happens, not where Dustbuster is making
yeah,
money.
because
Jennifer hates I don't know them
Do I?
now. Said Jennifer hates I don't know
you know
them
what I
now.
do.
Like, no, I know
I
it's in
get
there.
the-
It's a bill that I've already paid.
You know what I do? I get the mail. Paulina here.
No,
What do you
that's-
need? What do you not need?
Dina
that's
does
the
all our
electric-
mail.
That's the electric bill. That's on auto pay.
Yeah, I
Dina
guess
does
he
all
probably gets a lot more. Like
That's
at
the-
my house,
that's the
Paulina
dish
gets
bill.
all the mail. You know what mail I get? I get fucking supplement superstore fucking thank you card. That's what I get in the mail.
For paying their rent
Yeah.
every month. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, like, thanks, dude. Like I'll go in there before like a fucking football or something one
We
time.
we could stay open another month because of
Yeah.
you.
I know. I went in there just yesterday and I just bought protein. And they're like, "This is it," and I'm like, "Well, for today, I'm sure I'll fucking be here in 2 more weeks."
For today. Man, that place is not a cheap place to go into, is it?
No, it's
No.
not.
Supplement superstore?
Dude, I
You go in there thinking you're just going to buy some protein for $50. You're like, how did they talk me into $400
And they're
worth
like,
of
"You
shit?
feel bloated? Here, try this."
They give you
They're a little
something-
drug dealer
fucking-
behind the counter
I
too.
know,
They're like,
right?
you need this? Do you need it? Do you
Yo,
feel
yo.
this way? You need this?
I will say something about
Are
that.
you sure you don't want these diet pills?
The greens you had, like I found some shit. It was like brown in there, but I'm guessing it's just all the stuff didn't get mixed up right.
Didn't get clumped in
And
there.
so I drank it without the fucking orange stuff yesterday, and it tasted fucking god awful.
Okay, so I was not
the
crazy.
worst I've ever had it. I was like, oh my god! And then today I seen that, and I was like, oh, it probably wasn't mixed up right, so that's why it tastes extra bad. Because I could, if I didn't have orange stuff, I could drink it, but that
It's
kind-
it's not good, buddy.
Okay.
That bottle, like,
Okay, so I'm not
It wasn't
crazy
mixed up
why
right.
I quit.
No,
I was like, hell no. We done with this.
It's
Here
a
you go.
coincidence,
It
though.
was
You
rough.
quit taking that and failed at the same time. It's just a coincidence. Just a coincidence.
yeah, I love that stuff.
I just like giving you shit. There's not very many stuff.
I think
There's not very
we-
many positive things in my life I've done that you haven't. Like,
I think I drank that supplement the day I missed, and so the day I fucked up, I still had it. But the day I woke up and I knew I'd fucked up and I wasn't on it no more, I was like, Brandon, you want a bottle of shit? Because
Oh.
I ain't doing this no more.
$55, I'll take it.
That shit was terrible. I got $5 worth out of it though, so you only got $50 free.
hey, free's free.
Free is free, dog. I
That's,
mean,
that's
it's-
what I realized down the. Hey, yeah, you need a deal.
But
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, we're all pretty similar in ways, but we're all like different. And I mean, I think that's something that you kind of instilled in us.
absolutely,
Like, you know,
Find you.
Individuality.
find you.
you know, you fucking like Game of Thrones. Well, we ain't watching that shit.
Hell
You
no.
guys don't like a good sword
No, I'm
fight?
saying-
And we
You
don't like
guys
the
are-
fucking Steelers.
You know,
like a
you
good
can-
sword fight?
You know what
No.
I'm saying? This guy fucking likes apartment life.
Really?
We want fucking.
Really? You got a fucking sword fight does nothing for you guys?
Well, a good sword fight, but I can't go on.
Like you
with the
can,
Game
you,
of
like you
Thrones.
fucking, you didn't watch that
Like
last
if
Blade?
you, I mean, like if Blade, that's different.
He's a sword fighter, dude.
True. I
I-
fucks with
I
Blade.
guess I'm just talking about sword fights and like.
Oh yeah, and
I'll watch little fucking kids have a sword fight, dude.
Yeah. But
Like,
I can't
that-
get into
one of those
Game
best
Thrones,
commercials
you know?
on right now is that insurance commercial where we have
a fencing problem?
Yeah, I love that shit.
The new one with the pipes
Yeah,
sucks,
it
though.
sucks ass.
yeah,
Our
that's the
pipes
worst
sound
one.
different.
The
It's like-
ant one was the one I liked.
That's the one I like too.
We've got an ant problem. I was like, oh shit, what is this? Is this for an exterminator or
See,
something?
that's where we're all alike. It's like we all.
Stupid ass.
if it's not just me, the insurance is the best commercials in the
Oh,
game
for
right
sure.
now.
Oh yeah,
It's not beer commercials no
Yeah,
more.
They
They-
went from
they
beer
faded.
to chip to insurance.
Chips.
Doritos.
Oh
Right?
yeah,
Keep your hands
Doritos.
off my
Doritos-
mama and keep your hand off my Doritos.
Yeah, Doritos had some fire.
Yeah, Doritos had some good ones.
Snap and dust Slim Jim.
Bud Light had the
Hey,
best beer
man.
commercials, I think. Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch had the best. Budweiser or Bud Light,
Yeah,
those
Bud
were the best
Night was
ones.
pretty good.
Uh,
I like those.
Doritos had the best.
Game of Thrones though, I like Knights.
But now I do like the insurance commercials. They're kind of
The
funny.
old squirrel one where they make that car wreck and then they death each
Oh
other.
shit,
up.
yeah.
Insurance been killing it for a
For a
while.
while, dude.
What low key, right?
Look,
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think every group of people has similarities and they have differences. It's kind of, I think, as far as the three of us are concerned, I think that our differences are. I think you had said something about 94%. No, people have 94% in common and 6% not in common, where it makes their
Yeah, that's
individuality.
the most dramatic things you can make people make.
Right, and I think that's true for us as well, because we are avid football fans. Avid, I would imagine, and you are a Steelers fan through and through. No one can move you. Who gives a shit how many rings you got anymore?
Rust guy.
We're Niners fans, but we can always talk football, even if we're giving each other shit about our teams. We always like football.
Yeah, and
That's
even
the
though
biggest
we're same
icebreaker at
fans,
school.
there's like certain people like Jet McKinnon.
Yeah,
Like, I
hate
really
him.
liked him. He
Hate
didn't
him.
like him. I'm like,
Hate them.
you gonna be the shit. You gonna be the shit.
I'm in trade Garoppolo too.
Jimmy G.
As long as we get Deshaun Watson.
What about that Fields guy?
Nah.
Here's the thing. I would rather.
Okay,
I would rather
we had a
give up.
text message. You said you wouldn't because you got a 12th pick, right?
I would not give up number 12 for Matt Stafford.
What would you give up for Aaron Rodgers though?
Oh, fucking 12 for sure.
I'd give him.
Would you give up the next 3-year first?
I would
round
call
pick?
it the Levi,
I would give up the 3 next for Deshaun Watson.
and I would call it the Levi
I'd give
Rogers,
up 4 first round picks for Watson just because he's younger.
and I'd call it the Levi Rogers Stadium.
But he sucks at that stage.
Because he ain't playing for the right team, bro.
He's not the home team. Because he's from what, Chico?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Dude,
played against him.
There was 3
or I would have
49ers.
played against him.
Yeah, he's closer to
he-
my age and yours. No, he's closer to your age. James.
Pleasant Valley was a school in the same district Las Plumas was, and so we played each other.
Yeah, you play.
But he's
Seaborn.
younger than me.
There was 3 Niner fans in the championship games. And they were all growing up. Josh Allen, Tom Brady, and fucking...
Yeah.
Who was the other one?
Rogers.
Skills
Rogers. There you go.
He also went to Butte College, where I went
Yeah.
my first year of college.
Yeah,
I knew that.
So, right there between Orville and Chico was Butte College, and that's where he went. Because I think every county
because
in
he's what 38, 37.
37, 38, yeah.
Be 38 next year.
He's about 10 years younger than me.
I wouldn't want Aaron Rodgers, though.
I wouldn't
really,
either.
I don't really like him.
You don't want him on your team
I mean,
with all
he's-
those fucking wide receivers and that coach.
I mean, it
That
would be
solid
all right.
With
defense. You
Shanahan.
guys got rid of Quan Alexander. Huh?
Yeah, but he was just
But-
injury prone.
but-
I'm the
But-
Pittsburgh guy, like linebackers. That give me all the linebackers.
Look
I
at our
got-
linebackers,
We
bro.
got Greenlaw.
And Warner.
Well, yeah, of course. Warner.
Fred
but
Warner.
Greenlaw was less expensive.
Fred Warner is pretty dope.
And he was the one who made the fucking inches, with the Seahawks. Put us at number 1.
Yeah.
Big play, Dre.
Is it a coincidence that D Ford is the reason you guys He went out and you guys sucked just like he fucking
I
Chiefs.
told you guys that we should train Armstead instead of DeForest Buckner this whole time.
Yeah, DeForest Buckner
said
is
that
what I
forever.
believe was our problem.
He's
And
a
then
bad
Bosa went out.
motherfucker, dude.
And then Bosa went out.
And we drafted. I guess we drafted Armstead too, but
Is your guys' Bosa older than the Chargers Bosa?
No.
No, you guys got the
Younger.
younger one?
I was seeing on Niner Twitter that they were trying to say trade Bosa for Deshaun Watson. I said,
Nah.
let's rock with fucking Nick Mullins before we
Absolutely. Mullins to the end, bro. Because the Baltimore Ravens are with
do that. You guys signed
Flacco.
Haskins?
Was that good? Yeah. He's better than fucking what we got. At least he can run. Yeah, fucking Mason Rudolph. We let
So
Duck go.
here's my question.
Yeah, he went to the Rams.
Fuck, quack, quack. I liked him just because he was a duck. My wife started getting ducks.
So-
I could rock with that.
I'm okay with you guys getting Haskins, and I'm very good with your coach working him.
Yeah, I think he would know how to coach him. You know,
I
How
do.
pissed would y'all be if we got Deshaun Watson?
I'm gonna be pissed if anyone gets him.
I'm gonna be mad as fuck when
Yo,
he's traded
listen,
and we didn't get him.
I seen this thing that came on my phone. It said 17 potential landing spots for Deshaun Watson. I said,
Everybody.
so everybody except for the
Green Bay Packers.
Everybody you can name. Like,
Yeah.
If you're not a top 10
the top 10
quarterback, they
QB.
want it.
Oh, duh.
He won't go to
And
Kansas
guess what?
City.
Yeah, he ain't going to fucking he ain't going to like fucking Buffalo.
He ain't going wherever Aaron
He,
Rodgers
he
is.
ain't
Yeah.
going to the Chargers.
Yeah, he ain't going to fucking
I like that dude.
Tampa.
Hubert.
Herbert.
Herbert. I like
He
that
could
dude.
go to fucking-
I like that kid. Chargers quarterback
Oh,
rookie.
Justin Herbert.
Yeah. The
The
we're,
worst thought about that team was their coach.
he won't go to Seattle.
Let go.
I mean,
I think we're getting off topic here.
oh. But
Beat you, dog. That's us.
we do that quite often. In case y'all don't pay
Football's
attention.
almost done. The 75 hard's done. Football's almost over. We're going to have to find shit to talk about, guys.
Right.
Well, I mean basketball, but you're the only one here that really watches it, right?
I know, right?
Because I don't really
Hockey,
watch
you're
it.
the only one that watches it.
Yeah, I'm the only hockey guy. And it's
And-
like fucking Dish and Fox Sports Network have a fucking problem.
And I think
I can't even watch hockey.
beefing. I think a lot of me stopped watching winter sports because I'd always coached basketball. I mean, there's a year or two where I've coached junior high and varsity.
We'll see.
in
Next
the
year I
same-
got high school ball.
Yeah,
Fucking, it's not like weird basketball like junior high out there.
yeah, during the football season. Yeah, the
Stoked. I'm so stoked to almost have high school kids.
yeah.
Fucking
I'm stoked.
Tell
That,
your friend to pick you up.
I'm
dude.
stoked that your wife said something about y'all might start over.
Fucking just come pick the kid up, dude. Fucking, he's your buddy. You live down the road. Take him up. Take him to go.
I'm tired of waking up, dude.
See, that's what I've started this semester. Hey, I'm always gonna start waking yourself up for your shower.
Aubrey does that.
Yeah, well,
She's quite older than what she actually is, though.
Yeah, she looked like a grown ass midget in there the other day.
Grown ass midget.
Yeah, she's a.
Fuck, I didn't know that was Aubrey in Killing's kitchen for a couple minutes. I actually looked all like, oh shit, you're my niece.
Yeah, she's growing up fast.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
The
Who's Kayleen's short friend? Oh, that's a kid.
But again, that's just who she is, though.
Big sister, not the big old sister, but
She's the oldest.
she is the big old sister.
I know, you got a built-in babysitter and shit.
Fuck yeah, and she loves it.
Shit, I had built-in babysitters too for him.
I didn't for the other two because they were the same
You're
thing.
like walk home and you gotta stay home for an hour by yourself.
You don't fucking leave.
Yeah.
You got one snack.
Did you ever do more than one snack?
Fuck, dude, I got caught all the
I
time.
know you know we used to take them. It's like, how did we like 3 boxes and they're gone in 4 days?
Hey,
I remember I used to sneak them into my room, right?
find the wrappers
And
later.
I had it in my shirt, right? And I'm walking into the room. Dad hears, he stops. He goes, "Dude, just eat it."
I know.
I was like, "Oh, all right."
And you thought you were getting away with it?
Just sit at the table and throw your
eat it.
trash away. Yeah. I know. How old were you when that was happening? Because I think I was already going to California, and I realized like I'm just gonna make a fucking sandwich. It's like 3 o'clock. I'm fucking hungry. Didn't you eat lunch? I never got asked that.
Yeah,
Because I know at one point in my life I was like, oh yeah, it's not like dinner or lunchtime. I can't eat nothing.
I know, right?
The one thing that you could always say about me is I was never stingy
you
with the food.
I think it just goes back to your childhood. Like,
Yeah, because and I don't want to just start talking shit, but
Well,
food was rare in my house.
it was more of a commodity than it was in ours.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because that's when I was say that 7th, 8th grade. I was like, I'm just taking a
Yeah,
sandwich.
it was about Cherokee.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make a sandwich.
Yeah, that was Cherokee when I got busted. He's like, dude, just eat them. Who cares?
That's why I've always wanted to be. That food should always be
Even
plentiful.
people coming over, you're always like, hey, fucking, if you're hungry, eat.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna tell you not to eat. That's the way I am in my house. It's like I don't care if he's gonna eat, but I need to know
Beforehand.
how much other sides I need to make, so
Right.
everything
Yeah.
and
is
that's
proportionate.
and
Everybody gets 2 scoops of this. Fucking.
yeah. I mean, I never cared if people came over. I didn't care if they were going to stay for dinner. But you just can't pop that on me 3 minutes before dinner.
That is one of the benefits of living in nowhere, though. It's like the neighbor kids come over. That's about it. Like one set of neighbor kids.
But
Maybe 2, but they're usually at their dad's.
But that's what formed me as a parent. And when I go to your guys' house, it seems like everybody's eating all the time, and that's just kind of the way I like that.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know,
I don't want dick because I don't like to eat.
the
We just don't let Remy eat many snacks because then she'll be like, I don't want to eat dinner.
yeah, that does become a
Yeah,
problem.
we'll see. Now that's where you see
Yeah.
me cooking dinner. You fucking don't make a sandwich.
Right. But if
That
it's
is
3
where I
o'clock,
draw
but if
the
you get home at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we always ate dinner between 5:30 and 6 is when we sat down, so you knew
'cause we had
exactly when
practice.
dinner
line. We
was.
sit down closer.
I had
between 6 and
practice.
7.
Yeah, every family's got their time.
But
After
my kids get off the bus, come in. That's when they make a sandwich, or they
Right.
eat the
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
heat up mac and cheese, or they.
Right.
Recently, it's been like pizza bites,
Right.
stuff like that.
But that was formed from my childhood and lack of food because it's the same thing that we always had milk in the fridge. You were allowed to drink all you want, but you couldn't leave just a little bit at the bottom. That was my thing.
Yeah.
Just fucking drink it. Just don't let me
There's not
see.
enough to cover some cereal.
Don't let me see the gallon in the fucking fridge, and then go to pour a glass, and it's like a shot glass is what it would fill. Because that pissed me off.
And I've also noticed I'm the guy that interrupts other people when they're talking, trying to get better about that. Like I said, between reading the Monk book and just like, I don't know if you're gonna get this reference, but you remember the Dewey Cox story?
Yeah.
When he's at the end and he's like trying to make that song. I need a song that summarizes my life up to this point. It's kind of like the way I've been thinking the last day. Like, what fucking... The last 2.5 months have been just a wild ride. Because when you first start this thing, you're just real fucking high up.
Yeah, you're like,
And
this
then
is so
about,
cool. It's going to be so fun.
about,
I got
about
this.
day
I got
17.
this. You're like, this is boring. This is getting old.
about
Well, and
day
that's where I was at day
17,
30.
fucking-
At day 30.
and when you got there, like,
No, I think
day
you
17
started,
and
I
never
think,
came up.
You never came up.
You just kept going and
you were in
going.
your own head.
Yeah. I believe that to be
That
true.
happens.
And
And
probably
then about day 29, Jennifer's like, "Hey, you've been an ass for like 4 days. Get your shit together." Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work. I was like, because I think that's what it sounds like. I've been trying to work on myself, but I'm fucking maybe
It's the
falling into a
diet-
funk.
The diet puts you into like that.
Because when you stormed out here that one time,
Yeah.
I think you were looking back on it.
I don't think you react that way if you weren't on that diet.
Yeah, I think you were just in one of the dips on your thing. You're like, well, fuck you guys. I don't even want to talk about this.
Out the door you went.
I'm not gonna get into all the details,
Yeah.
but that's looking back on it.
Yeah.
That's one of the ways,
Probably.
like, oh, he just wanted a cookie or something, and we were annoying him.
He wanted a cookie. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Sometimes you just don't know what.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, Dina would accuse me of the same thing, being an asshole.
You've always been an ass my whole life. You've been an
No,
ass for
but
20
he
years.
was
An
like-
exceptional asshole.
Like
You go to
he
dinner
could be
with
an
him,
asshole,
so-
like, but yeah, you could tell he was just.
But I'm unapologetic for who I am. I've always been an asshole. I've always
Yeah, but you could like reel.
That's
it
what I say
in,
though.
though.
I hit the bottom,
not
and then I
them.
was there,
No.
and then I come up.
But
Not
what
very-
I'm saying is, usually you could reel it in.
Yeah.
You know, and like.
I
On that
started
diet, I
going back
couldn't.
It was
up,
like-
and it just seemed like you,
I think it
because
was
like you had bags under your eyes for like
Yeah.
2-3 weeks, dude.
I know.
You were just shot. You said you weren't taking
yeah,
dumps.
because I think he was.
That's some of the best part of my day is taking a dump.
The thing about 75 hard is like, you said it probably on here, but that like it has to be you. Like you can't do.
Oh
the
yeah, I
fucking-
started working
the
out
hour
trying
and
to
a
be
half
you. Yeah.
that I do, and
Yeah.
then I also do another 45. You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, I got to just slow down to 45 and 45. You know.
Well, I mean, I'm just telling you that.
And I think that he wanted it, like you said, to do it because he wanted to know what we were going through and everything.
Right.
And after 30 days,
But-
you knew what it was.
But at the same time, I don't think maybe, we did it to complete it for sure, and you did it just to see what we were going through.
You didn't have a clear end goal of what
Yeah.
you wanted it to be.
Well, my motivation wasn't the same as your guys'.
I just started
That's
it one day,
absolutely
and then you're
true.
like, "Oh fuck, no, I guess
Right.
I got to
Yeah.
start it."
Well, and that's
'cause
it.
I woke
which
up-
means
I
I
just
should have
woke
never
up.
started it.
Yeah.
Which means I should have never started it
Yeah.
until I woke
Was
up and
ready.
said I wanted to do it. And that's
Matt
absolutely
did
true.
it, so I got to do it.
Yeah,
you know.
because you'd already done it. You started it, and I was like, well, fuck, I got to do this now. I mean, you're
You
forcing
felt
my fucking
obligated to
hand.
do it for external reasons. I felt obligated to do it for all the internal benefits I've seen it give him.
Well,
I do my homework on a better schedule now. I have a better wake up system. I'm helping around the house more.
well, I got out of my
you know what I
comfort
mean?
zone.
I did it for all the
You guys pushed me out of
positive
my
reasons. I
comfort
think
zone.
you
Let
did
me.
it for a vanity reason.
I'm going to say you guys pushed me out of my comfort zone because you guys are saying, yeah, I can do it. And I'm still that dude that's like, well, I'm still better than you because I never let you
Yeah,
win at
yeah,
anything in your
yeah.
life, ever.
Yeah, your kid stayed with me the other day, crushed your 4 games of Jeff. Hey, I had to hit her with the Ford move check. Had to hit her with it.
I sometimes play down forward.
Well, I did on the last game, but I was like, you're still like.
I try to purposely.
I left some stuff open on
know.
purpose that is like, all right,
If she
let's
can
then-
see it, she can win type shit.
Yeah.
I never did that.
Well, I did that on
Never.
the last game. Yeah.
And that's why you guys forced me into the 75
I'm
hard.
rated like 920 or something. Though.
Oh. Well, because I smacked your ass for 3 straight
I'm
grams.
like
That's why.
low 7s. I did get down low, man.
I got up to
getting,
960.
I
at
was
one
getting
point.
too high at night and playing, and I would lose. Then I'd play again and lose again, and I'd be like, fucking fuck. And then I'm like, 4 games in a row lost. I'm like, fuck.
I
And then
lost
so I was
18
like,
games.
all right, you only got to play ranked games when you're at
don't-
least half past sober.
Yeah, and sometimes I just play
And I
all
fucked
those
him up.
different
I
bots.
fucked this dude up right
I
before
sent you a game the other day. You never responded to it.
and right before I hit checkmate, he goes, "You're trash." And then I said, "I just won."
See, I did that to somebody that wasn't speaking English to me. So I fucking, where are you from? Oh, Brazil. I'm looking this up in Portuguese. he called me like a dumbass. And then like 5 moves later, I checkmated him. So I need the Portuguese translator. The retard made you fucking lose. Or whatever. I think he called me a jackass. But it's like, jackass just beat you. You need to shut the fuck up, dude.
He said, "You're trash," and I said, "I just beat you."
But it's funny because the 75 hard, no other 2 people could have ever pushed me to start that than you 2, though. Because I just
None
don't
of us
care
pushed
about
you.
Well,
But you did
who pushed
without
you to do your
pushing.
triathlon?
Huh?
Who pushed you to do your triathlon?
He didn't do that either.
Didn't you do one?
He did that.
No, I
tough
did the mud run with you.
No, I know, but
The
Mutton
triathlon,
Creek,
I was supposed
the
to come.
Mutton Creek.
Oh, that was just me doing it just because. So I did the Mutton Creek mini triathlon. It wasn't really a
Let's say
triathlon.
it was like a super sprint or something.
Yeah, it was short.
Super sprint's like,
And I just did it because I wanted to think I could still do it. And I did finish.
Yeah.
Top in my
I
category.
think a super sprint's like 200 yards swimming,
This was
like 5 miles on a bike, and then like a mile.
so it was
Something like that.
so it was 3/4 mile swim, 6 mile bike, 2 mile run. That's what I did.
Yeah, that's not a super sprint, but
That's just Mud Creek lining their shit up.
That's because the road we were on was 2 miles long. You rode up, down, and back, and then ran it to the finish line.
Because
So-
we just did like regular triathlon as well. I think there's half a mile, 12 miles, and a 5K. Maybe it's 3/4 of a mile.
Whatever it was, I did an hour 44 minutes.
Whatever it was, it pulled me out of the water.
But no one,
I smoked y'all on the bike portion though.
no,
Well, because your bike was like fucking 3 pounds.
Yeah, my bike's dope.
I want to do another one.
I want to do another one too. Not this summer.
I want to
next
also
summer.
do like some like 5K shit.
You don't want to do that. It doesn't. There's one coming up. I think
But I'm also like
there's like one
200
in
pounds.
Joplin.
Dudes that run that shit, they're like
165.
135 pounds.
Yeah, ones that do it in like 20 minutes.
Them little Kenyan runners.
How
like
long
buck
do you think
20.
it take you to run a 5K? Like, could you jog a whole 5K? It's only what? It's
I'll be
what,
honest.
3.2 miles.
Honestly, no.
3.1.
Honestly, no. I don't think I could jog it full. Right now, no.
Because like you can walk that in an hour. I can walk a 5K.
Oh yeah, I could probably.
Yeah,
do
you
it in-
walk.
I could probably do it in 30 minutes.
You probably do it in about
If I'm
21,
fucking
22.
going, you know, and it's a set track.
22 minutes is 7
Hey.
minute miles.
I'd put up $200 right now. My kid beats you in a 5K.
I'm not taking that bet. I know I'd lose.
Well, no, I'm not talking about you.
Well, what's his time? I don't know.
I think
This-
Ryan runs like fucking like 7-minute miles.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying
so
22
he's only
minutes.
doing it in 22 minutes.
He'd do it.
I mean, he's out of shape. It's not cross country season, but
Yeah, I bet you 22 minutes would be your goal. That'd be your ballpark.
and then if I win that bet, I just give Ryan the money. Not the heart of the money, just money I got for you. Actually, I wouldn't do that.
Can I punch him?
If you win, that's between you. That's between you as competitors.
Mid race.
If you can catch him.
I'm getting tired. This
you
dude-
can kick him. I
dude's
can tackle
going.
you.
Well, you ain't catching me. I know you ain't catching me.
I got paintball guns.
But I don't think you got that good aim.
Hey, you spray enough shots, you hit whatever. That was that Matthew McConaughey movie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
200. He's 14.
And
But
a
he's
buck 50.
I gotta let him train for a minute.
Well, I also obviously got to train too.
Man, I love gambling.
I
You ain't gotta answer right now. It's
would-
valid for 24 hours.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I can beat it.
Question is, would he run? Oh, if you told him he was going to win the 200
If I
bucks,
said
that's his
Ryan,
motivation.
you beat Ryan in this race, you get $200.
That's his
he's gonna
motivation.
give her it all.
Yeah, that's his motivation.
He's gonna give it his all.
He's like $200.
All right, I lied.
150. I get
I'll give you
$50 manager.
Yeah, just for the transaction. Because if you lose, I'm out $200, and you ain't out nothing.
It's a manager fee.
The
You gotta at least buy me dinner, dog. I want a steak.
He's also been trying to bet me that I can't throw a ball over 55 mile an hour.
I bought the ball.
does it have the meter on it?
Yeah, it's on the fucking thing. Just got it at the academy.
I just want to throw it just see.
Yeah, the thing isn't fucking just throwing it as fast as you can.
It's within the strike
It's
zone.
within a fucking
I
strike
know,
zone.
but that's what I'm saying. I just want to see.
I just don't know who has catching gear. Because how are we gonna tell? Just throw this ball against the backstop, fucking break it.
I don't
How are
know.
we gonna tell if it's in the strike zone? That's what I'm saying. We need like
Can we get a thin piece of wood?
we just need to wait till like baseball season and just like walk by a fucking high school field. Like,
Yeah. Hey.
hey, can we do something real quick? I'll give y'all $25. I'm gonna say something else though.
We'll buy-
I don't want that on camera.
We'll buy the team 5 cases of Gatorade.
I'll sponsor your team, guys. I'll buy some cleats.
We just
I guess that probably get
we just
expensive.
need the
bet it
we
would.
just need the mask and the glove.
See, because I've been thinking about just like fucking like properties. Just like getting on. I got sponsor fucking couple Stark League teams. Hey, y'all need some jerseys? It's a Gravelin property on it and shit. It's probably a better idea than it's not, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, you got to buy 12 T-shirts. It's easy advertising.
No,
I've
I
been
need to
looking
get
for a
Remy.
place.
I need to get Remy in the league.
Is
Playing in practice.
one of y'all need to give me a kid to coach? That's what I want.
Well, one just barely started walking.
One barely started breathing. He only 3 weeks old. That was my joke.
Exactly.
And I think Brandon wants the coaching rights on that one.
Yeah. Reserve head coach job.
Yeah.
But what sport do you want to
You
coach?
need a job, old LaSalle?
Basketball, baseball.
You got LaSalle and old LaSalle here. You got Gravelin and old Gravelin here.
Football.
But what sport do you what sport do I get?
You can,
Hockey?
You can go get your 60 hours so you can become the head coach in a school?
I should.
You should. Start be your girls as head coach in 7th grade. Be the Mr. McLean of the school.
That'd be cool.
Because fucking McLean dude fucking was ripped for a teacher, dude. I watched him in the gym, in the weight room a couple times.
I mean, I had a D1 coach, so
Oh, okay.
he's huge.
Nicholson,
Yeah.
Where do you play?
He
Missouri
State.
State. He's
That's
the only
D1?
player. He was D1
Oh,
Division 2. It's Division 1.
Still Division One.
Yeah.
Section.
He's the only player to ever play for Missouri State that caught a football or caught a touchdown and scored a 3-pointer in the same day.
I thought it was 6 points. He's
6
only
points in
first-
each one.
Yeah.
Oh, because one touchdown, 6 points, and then he maybe that's
Motherfucker hit 2
I want to say he's like,
And he was the one who told you get the fuck out of the
I
gym.
think he was like, get the hell out.
Oh, okay. He had some decorum. It was
Yeah.
still public.
Looking
school.
back, like,
Yeah, it's the same mistake we all made.
I
Was
wish
the
I
biggest.
could-
It was one of the biggest mistakes we all ever made. Was something in high school.
yeah.
But now I couldn't step in because we'd already had the discussion during football season for him not to quit that 1 year. I told him that from now on it's his decision. I said, but during football season, you got to make the decision what you're going to do. Are you going to play, finish the season, or are you going to quit? I was like, you can always go back and say I just had a bad day. I had to leave, but I got my shit together. And he'd go back to football. But when basketball one started, or episode happened, as a father, I'd go, this is his choice. We've already had the discussion about quitting the team. And he was,
And that was when the downfall started, man. For me.
was that football season.
Was the football season?
Yeah.
Why the football season? I didn't quit football.
Yeah, you did. You walked all the way to my room that year.
I didn't quit football.
No, you came to my room, said, I'm done. And I was like, are you sure?
Well, I called. Well, yeah.
Contemplated quitting.
No,
Yeah.
I walked into the office. Well, yeah, it's because me and one of the teammates got into a fight.
Yeah.
Did you win?
Well, it wasn't really a fight. He punched me with my helmet on. And I just
so
pushed him, and I
so
was
he
like,
hurt his hand.
he punched me in my helmet, and I just like, do you see this dumb motherfucker?
But we had the quitting a team sport.
Yeah,
on
we
that
definitely
day.
had that talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, you can't.
But no, when I quit basketball, that was probably the downfall.
What do you mean the downfall, bro? You went to the gym. You've been working out for 6 fucking
Well,
years.
I know, but
I don't know what
Still
downfall
don't
you
look that
mean.
good though.
shit.
What are you wearing now?
What's the downfall? What I guess I don't understand what you mean by
I
downfall.
don't know,
then.
just like me, kind of as a person.
It was your 18th birthday. It had nothing to do with basketball.
Well, I know that, but at the same time, that's when I kind of. I mean, now I'm definitely not like that, but I was like, I don't know, just.
You were trying to be a man, and he was trying to tell you how to be a man, bro. And that's what I never did. I never was like, this is how you be a man. You ask me advice, I'd give you advice. You want to know something, I'd tell
I
you.
know, but I'm just saying, looking at myself in the mirror and saying that's probably where I got a lot of bad habits.
You don't think moving out of...
Yeah, I mean, quitting school let me start quitting a lot of.
But
other
if I
stuff.
would have
Personal
stuck with
stuff.
basketball and just kept going,
Do you think that the fact that I let you move to Springfield because you were 18, before your senior year ever started, you were 18 years old.
Yeah.
You moved out.
yeah,
And you were going to do life on your own. You were in the middle of trying to figure out manhood, son. That had nothing to do with anything else. And what you had was this alpha male figure in your life telling you how to be a man and questioning your manhood in the short term about what are you going to give to this team? How are you going to do this? What are you going to do about that? What are you going to do? It was all your fault. And you were never allowed to have the discussion of how it wasn't your fault. You were always wrong. And so you had this alpha male attacking you about every aspect of your life on the basketball court when your own father didn't even do that to you for the previous 2 years. Because up till you guys were driving, when you got your driver's license, I was pretty much hands off, really. I was just like, hey, you got some responsibilities. You got to get that shit done. Figure out when you're going to get that done. I mean, if you were supposed to take out the trash, if you didn't do it as soon as you walked in from school, you weren't in trouble. You had to figure out what the best time for you to take trash out was. He was telling you how to live life and do what he needed you to do, where to be, when to be, and how to be. When I didn't even do that to you.
Yeah.
And as a young man trying to become a man, you fight against that shit. Because you're more of an individual and more of a, look, I know me. I can do me. Don't tell me how to change me. You were always that type. Even when you were fucking running around in your fucking hot pink fucking pressure garments. Yeah. You wanted your pink fucking shoes. What were you, 8, 7? Yeah. I was like, dude, don't take them out of the box. Don't wear them for 3 days. Think about it. We can still return them as long as you don't wear the pink shoes. You were like, I want the pink shoes, Dad. I'm like, fucking wear them. I don't know. But yeah. As your father.
That Ghost got you that one time, though. Them CDs.
Dude, that's a setup.
But as a up and coming man, as a young man, you didn't want someone telling you how to figure out life.
Yeah, definitely.
You wanted to be you.
But what I'm saying is that created a lot of me quitting and me a lot of
not finishing stuff.
That's only being only half-ass and everything. You know, when I did 75 hard, it kind of reeled me back in.
Hard reset.
Yeah.
That's the way I've looked at it.
You know, now I'm like, damn, you should have fucking stuck with it. Maybe you would have got a college offer and went to go play ball. He needed me to be the leader, and I really wasn't. You know.
But you've never been the vocal leader at any point in your life. You've led by example, but you've never been a vocal leader.
Yeah.
And there's two types of leaders in the world, or maybe more. There's those that, you know, will talk you up and get you going, and the other ones that they're like, oh well, shit, he dunked in a game. Well, let's get it. Now, you know what I'm saying? By example. And you were never the vocal leader. You don't have to be a vocal leader to be a leader.
I mean, that was one of the things I told him one time because he was pissed off in the summer. And I said, well, when I'm at practice and then the fucking shoot-arounds and shit, I'm fucking here and I'm giving you everything I got. But, I mean,
some people just want to
sometimes, you know, I just wish I would have fucking taken sports more seriously. But I love my life now, so I'm like, you know, that's where I'm like at a crossroads because I wouldn't want another life.
Right.
But at the same time, I would have been cool to go play college basketball.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we all have some form of small regret in our life, but that doesn't change who you are. The fact that.
But it did change who I was. Me quitting basketball really.
No, you changed what you were doing because of who you were becoming. Had nothing to do with.
Well, I think it's him. I think he knows a little better.
Yeah, I feel like quitting basketball really changed my life because I became that more fucking, I don't know what word to call it, like lazy and fucking
apathetic.
Let's say,
yeah, I've been going to the gym for 6 years now, but I mean, like, just going to the gym, like, I feel like it really hasn't like got me anywhere. Like, what the fuck is it besides big muscles?
I think you're just saying you've had unfulfilled dreams, maybe,
Well, yeah,
or something
sure
like that.
that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is you said
Well, you're going through the same thing, and I can tell you
quit.
why.
Now, quitting that was made it easier to quit everything else.
Like,
In my,
I mean, I guess I could have even fucking, it could, like, you're right. Like, I could have been my fucking junior year when I thought fucking, the thing that I thought was, my biggest dream all growing up was to be in the NBA.
I think I want to go play Florida and then go.
Well, yeah, to go to the NBA.
Right.
And well, my junior year, I didn't even start. And I was like, NBA players start their fucking freshman year. You know, so I had that mindset. And then,
You already felt defeated.
yeah. Of course, me, you know, no offense, make more money than all the teachers there.
All right.
And then my coach telling me, get the hell out. And then never saying, come back, work, you know.
Right. Work your way back.
You know. It definitely had an effect. You know what I'm saying? If I would have had to go home to face you, would have been a whole different story. Because I'm sure you still would have had another talk about,
Absolutely.
you're not going to quit, you know, but when you get in your car and then fucking go to your apartment or wherever I was staying, you know.
Your duplex.
You know, it's a whole different story. Of course, that played an effect. But it also just affected my life because, I don't know, I just talk negative so much to myself, I guess.
Yeah. What is?
It's brought a lot of negative, like, that's the thing. Like, sometimes I think about being a coach, and I'm like, I didn't even play my senior year of high school.
Do you listen to much Jordan Peterson?
No, not really.
One of the things he says a lot is treat yourself like you're somebody you love.
Yeah. And
so
because
to back that point, he says you are harder on yourself than you ever are on somebody else. Give yourself a little bit. Forgive. People forget to forgive themselves. You can, it's easy to forgive him, forgive her, forgive the other fucking guy, but until you forgive yourself about some shit.
And that's one thing that on the 75 hard, it was good to keep positive thoughts because I've also noticed that, like, for like 2 or 3 weeks, I was really slacking off, not doing shit. And then I was just like, I got to keep, like, Andy Frisell always talks about a power list or something like that.
So
just 3 things that you think of, and it's just like, fucking, all right, if I do these 3 things, I win the day, you know, on top of everything else you have to do, of course. Just to make you feel better, just like, I did this.
Another point about that is I was reading, the last book I was reading, that on the day thing, it was saying that if you write down the things you need to do tomorrow at night, you sleep better too, because the act of just writing something down, your brain acknowledges the fact that it's already stored somewhere. So, because one of the problems I had at night was I felt like I drank sometimes to quiet my mind.
Yeah.
Yep. I did it all the time too.
But between the last couple of books I was reading, it was saying is I was boozing and all that to try to get away from the problems. In reality, if you just solve them, you don't have those problems. So sometimes you got to go through the loud shit in your head to get it to go quiet down. But that's like a whole different thing. But writing down the things you need to do tomorrow gets them out of your brain, so you don't just
think about.
Because I don't know about you, but sometimes it's like, well, if I fall asleep now, I only get 6 hours before I got to do this.
Yep.
Then you think about that for an hour. Oh fuck! If I fall asleep now, I only get 5 hours till I have to go do all this other stuff. But just writing some of the stuff down takes some of the loudness out of your head.
Yeah.
So here's
those power lists pretty good.
Yeah. I just always thought. I guess I've always just thought kind of negative to myself.
Yeah. Oh, you're stupid. Oh, you're a jackass. What'd you do that for? You stupid.
Yeah.
So can I ask a question though? This pertains to both of you. Do you think that your life was changed because when you turned 18, you did make more money than teachers? And teachers make good money. I don't care what anyone says.
Per hour work, I make good money.
My question is, on an
Per- hourly
hourly
basis.
basis.
Hour work.
Yeah, I mean, I currently
So if
make
you work a regular 9 to 5 and only make like 35 grand, it's a busy life. I mean, teachers don't work 9 to 5 every day.
right, and
They get plenty of weekends and holidays and vacation and sick, and it's like teachers have. People say teachers
They
need to
also
make
have
more
the-
money. Well, if they need to make more money, then they need to do more. Because some teachers teach straight out of a fucking book.
right. So currently, in my current
Elementary
job, I'm
teachers should probably be paid more, I'd say, because they do a lot.
I'm not saying teachers don't do a lot. They, like,
But I'm sure, you know, like
how hard is it to grade fucking, oh, you spelled your name 20 times. It's not
They-
that hard to grade. So per hour work, they make good money. They're
The-
only working at school.
at my current job, they
But a lot of
based my
teachers-
salary on an hourly wage, which is $32 an hour. So they value me at $32 an hour, which is still a very good wage.
Yeah.
But my question is, do you think that, like when I was going through school, I was like, I gotta go to college, I gotta get a degree, I gotta get a good job. And you guys made more than me. When you guys each turned 18, you make more than me than I did when you turned 18 at the same time, you made more money than me. Do you think that also diminishes the drive to stay on the team, to work hard, to fight for a scholarship? Because
Yeah,
at that
why-
point,
why
you were
would
like, I could just go to college and pay
Yeah.
for it.
I just thought, nah, I'm not going to go to college. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had that talk with myself the year before. Oh, you're probably not going to go to college.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like, let's smoke weed. So, I was more worried about,
Getting stuff.
hanging out
Yeah.
after school, right, and after practice and shit, rather than that. And then like he kicks me out of practice, and then what do I go do that? And then I'm like, oh, I could go do this every day. I got a fucking 55-inch TV. I'm playing fucking Grand Theft Auto on.
Nobody telling me I can't
Yeah.
smoke weed right here.
Yeah.
Fucking, I go to the store, get what I
Chill
want
with
to
my
eat.
dog and my girlfriend. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
But
being
I-
trust fund kids in a
Yeah.
certain
To a
sense.
certain sense, yeah.
I mean, our parents didn't give us the trust funds.
Yeah, I used to get mad, like, because someone called me that one time, like, kind of like that. But your dad gave you the money. I'm like, my dad didn't give me money for shit. Yeah, he fought for it. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, you talked to the lawyers when I was
and
6.
you got to talk
yeah.
to your dad about that, okay? Because my dad loves me.
I always thought that played a part in
Most definitely.
that your motivation for school.
I'd have been scared shitless I had to go back to your house.
What, when you quit basketball? Oh.
Well,
Well,
but at the same time, you might not have been mad because.
I wouldn't.
But at the same
I think
time,
he was
you
more
probably.
mad he had to be the assistant coach the rest of
Yeah,
the season.
but at the same
I like
time,
that.
if I would have lived at his house even that summer, he would have been like, "Yo, you're gonna go," because I'm sure Nicholson was bitching to you
But
about it.
that
Actually, I remember him bringing it up twice, and I said, that's something you need to talk to Brandon about. Yeah, at that point, you were a man, son.
Yeah, I know, but
At
at the same
16,
I
time,
don't think you know how intimidating you were when we were growing up.
at the same time, it would have been different if I was living at your house.
Because
Yeah, it would, yes.
Because you
I
would have
agree.
had if
We
I
would have had a
didn't- and
talk.
if I didn't have, the money.
think about the conversation
You know
that
what
we
I'm saying?
had when I dropped out of college after I dropped out of high school. I stayed at Carmichael's for fucking like 3
weeks. And I was like, what the fuck you doing? You live here, bro.
Yeah, and it was the same thing. I was scared to come home to, hey, you fucked up, right?
It's a disappointment.
Yeah.
You weren't 12 anymore. You weren't 9 anymore.
No,
And that's the thing.
those were still decisions we made.
Yes.
We were starting to the then.
right. And-
but we weren't. But I wasn't a man.
Correct.
Yeah.
And
So-
that's why
and
when
that
you
was
came
like,
back,
hey, I've made this decision as a man,
Like
and I think it's a bad one. Ultimately, I guess is kind of the way it was because I know it was wrong. I know I shouldn't have done it. I know I should have finished what I started, and all that. Like those are some of the things you instilled in us growing up,
yeah,
right.
and I
Taught us
kind
to
of threw
never
that
quit.
all away.
yeah, exactly. Kind of
Like
like you
I
went
get
back
where
on
he's
your-
coming from.
Right.
You didn't have a dad,
Right.
I mean, I'm not trying to like throw shade on you, but
I guess you don't
You-
know you don't understand. The
I think
disappointment.
sometimes the way you've explained the way you felt growing up you felt you were the man in the house, no matter which step.
So we're
So
afraid of
you were
disappointing
scared of like disappointing yourself was one of the bigger letdowns you could do when for you.
Right.
Yeah, but
Letting you down sucked for us.
Yeah.
Letting Mom down, letting Dina down, like that sucked for us. You know what I mean?
Good.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
And now it's your wives.
I'm not scared to. I guess
Yeah, you are.
I'm not scared in the
Yeah.
same way. Like, oh, she's gonna get me in trouble.
Right, because you're older and you understand better now.
But yeah, I don't like to let my wife. And that's one of the things that the 70 to
Kids, too.
75 hard did. It made me feel like I was letting a lot of those people down in my life.
Yeah, open your eyes up to like.
All the stupid shit you were doing and all the attention you weren't paying, and that you were giving energy to other stuff.
That's cool.
You know what
But
I mean?
yeah, the and again, from the time you guys were 16, my whole goal was to let you figure out how to be men. And when you fucked up, I was there. And this isn't exactly it, but basically, I had the mentality that after 16 and you got that freedom of a driver's license and that responsibility and that accountability, that I was just there for bail money. And what I mean by that isn't necessarily bail you out of jail, but bail you out of things.
I wreck your truck.
Bail you out of things when you didn't know what else to do. Like when you stayed at Carmichael's for 3 weeks, I was just like, bro, you could come home and just live here. It's fine. You don't got to pay rent. You ain't got to do nothing. You just show
Yeah,
up.
and they started making me dig holes for some like blueberry trees or something. I was like, yeah, I'm going.
I did.
No, because basically what Carmichael's stepdad said, you're like staying here almost a month, like you help out around here.
Oh.
Yeah, I was trying to pack up, and fucking leave.
I was like, I don't remember blueberries at all, but it wasn't me. And that's what I've always said is that's what my role was after you guys turned 16 until I die, really. But for the most part, for those 2 years while you figure out how to be a man, and even today, you guys will ask me favors, opinions, stuff like that, and that's what I'm there for. I'm not there to be your daddy. I'm just your dad. And when you have a problem, I'm a good guy to bounce shit off of. Sometimes I'll tell you you're an idiot. Sometimes I'll tell you I'm an idiot. And sometimes we can just settle on we're both idiots.
See, another thing that's the 2.5 months made me realize was when I was younger, I always thought about growing up, but not growing old. Does that make any sense? Like,
Yeah.
I was so worried about fucking getting my money and doing this, having my own house and blah blah blah, looking like a grown up, but never like
Maturing.
planning for the future, maturing for the future. It's like I got all that when I was 18, kind of stayed the same way for a long time.
Your mentality
I know
did,
that
yeah.
feeling.
You know what I mean? And now it's like, because I did a lot of stuff that
Was cool.
I had no disregard for the future. Like, I'm going to go have fun.
Yep.
If it hurts me, it hurts me. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If it does this, it does this. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But never like trying to grow old. You know what I mean? It's like I'm almost out of my 20s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's like,
Well,
I don't know how much more growing up there is to do,
But
but you can grow older and wiser.
yeah. I feel you too.
Like,
And-
does that make sense outside of my head?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of.
but I'll also say that your trust fund is kind of to blame. Because you've never had to mature to go get a job.
But it's
and do
easy to
that.
point my finger at what the problem
Problem
is. That's the easy
Fixing
part.
the problem.
Doing stuff about it is the hard part.
Absolutely.
Trudging through the mud, fucking going outside for 45 minutes when it's like 18 degrees outside, snowing and raining. That's hard. I mean, that's hard. So fixing this other little shit, just gonna take some consistency.
Yes.
And that's what I've learned the last
anything
2.5
takes.
months. I haven't been consistent at anything.
Anything.
Well, and that's what I was
I've
leading
been
up to.
consistently consistent at not being consistent.
Well, that's what I was
That's
leading
the
up
only consistent thing I was at, not being consistent.
Because, that's what they say. The only thing that never changes is change.
Yeah. But that's what I was leading up to, is that I do believe that the 75 hard is the hardest 75 days you've ever had. And not
I
from
don't know. Those 81 days I was in a coma, I'm sure were hard. I just need to get a snort ass.
the.
But
But you were in a coma. It wasn't hard. You slept right through it, bro.
Physically, it was taxing.
No, walking was taxing when you woke up from it. But
I got that down in a couple
Yeah,
days.
just think, man.
that's what I was leading up to. Is I think that the 75 hard was absolutely good for you, and I'm happy and proud that you completed it, because I do believe that's the 75 hardest consecutive days that you've had
I mean, I said that for datum earlier.
after the coma, I guess. I mean, I'm just telling you that.
Stealing my shit and making it sound like your own.
It's tough, you know.
That
Well,
sushi was good.
I will
though.
be honest with you. It is tough to not go back into.
Fall back into your old ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
As I'm saying, I'm not going to work out 2 different times, 45 minutes a day. I go to class Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm done at 11. I stop by the gym on the way here after that. You know, like yesterday, me and the old lady, you know, still hiked to the back of the property, checked out the alleged cave she found.
Was it a cave?
TBD, to be
Oh.
decided.
Gotcha.
Getting some experts out there in February, I guess.
Fuck yeah.
Somebody from the college is just going to come. Oh, yeah, no. I don't know.
The
That's her deal. Okay, that's what you want to do. You set it up, you be here. That's what you want to do, you do it. I'm not going to tell you no.
but I don't know. I don't know. I think that what you guys are missing, that most people do, is that hard time of accomplishment. Some
Yeah, you have
some
to
graduate.
accomplish something to make X amount of dollars a year. You have to.
Some people graduate high school and they go to college, and then they work through that 4
And-
years to get that degree.
And we agree with that. That's why he started out this personal training
Right.
thing.
Absolutely.
I've continued my education.
But is
to
it fair?
know what I'm doing?
Aside from the last year, that was not the case for either one of you.
Well, I mean, I started school before I
I
started
would
back to
say,
75
like-
hard, but I needed something. Like,
last year.
like I've said, the last 2 months. I mean,
So in the last year,
just
though,
a hard reset. Just recalibrates your whole system, your whole fucking everything.
right now,
does.
you started college in 2020, right? January 2020.
No.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
it was.
I mean, you did a couple other semesters before.
Oh
that,
yeah,
but,
yeah.
but in this
My
last reset,
my last stint.
when
yeah.
you went back to school,
This
that
is
was
my
in
third semester.
Right.
yes.
So in the last year is what I'm saying. Last year is in 2020. That's when you started working through your problems, and not problems. It's not
It's
problems.
also a.
Working on
obstacles.
myself.
Yeah.
Sorry, you keep going.
Me with a capital M.
Go ahead.
So there's like a what, like different stages before you try to work out, like try to actually make changes in your life. You know, there's like
Yeah, you warm up, you prelude into it. You know,
you're like, at first you're like, oh, I want to do it, so you do it for a little bit, and then you might fall off, and then you go back on it, blah blah blah, and then finally, for some reason, it just clicks, and then you just,
I think 75 hard was
And
easy
then-
because it had clear objectives.
yeah.
No, because I think I would have made a good soldier. Hey, no, this is what you do. Go fucking do it. Hey, you have to work out twice a day. You have to read. Don't pick a diet. Stick to it. Like here's no marching orders. Here's what the fuck I did.
Yeah, it's
I'm
no
done. Go.
no bullshit. That's what Andy always talks about. It's no bullshit. Like, all these fucking fitness entrepreneurs and all that. There's no fucking diet. There's no pill that you can take.
Yeah.
Okay, you can take these pills, and yes, they are going to,
They're gonna have an effect.
they're going to have an effect. But as soon as you stop taking them, they're done for. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing like when it comes to fitness. There's no cheating.
There's self discipline and
There's no
discipline,
there's no cheating in it.
Right.
And that's because I don't know if we talked that on this. I'm sure we did. In 20 episodes, but there for a while I just felt like I lacked self discipline.
Yes, I would agree with that.
And this was a hard reset on. No, you have to be disciplined to get your reading done,
Not
to
eat
get
that-
your workouts in.
Not eat that what pizza, slice of pizza.
So you have to
know?
be disciplined as something as simple as taking your pitcher 75 days in a row.
Yeah, and people think,
There's
oh,
a
that's
discipline
easy.
to
That's
it.
easy.
Absolutely.
To drink 128 plus
Ounces of water.
every single day. I try to do that. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do that, and then I, do it 2-3 days. I'm like, fucking, that's so much water.
Yeah, see,
know
I
what
know
I'm
something
saying?
else I said, like, I feel like it was hard to drink a gallon of water every day. But I know I've drank a gallon of beer with ease.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I
And
mean?
yeah, and there's a lot to be said about that too.
And that's 340s
right.
and some
That's
change.
easy.
And some change.
That's easy. Well,
You
and
know?
it's
And I'm just saying, like, you look at it, you're like, and it just goes back to the discipline.
And you said that early on, and that's why I started drinking 20-ounce waters, was because it was tough. You may have said that before I even started. And because drinking a gallon of water is tough. To walk around with a gallon, because I was a coach, I watched all them players walk around with that gallon jug and all these lines marked off, 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 a.m.
I never got that crazy.
But I was always like, I could never do that. But once you said, because that's how I got through my water problems in the 75 hard, was just drink 20-ounce waters, 7 20-ounce waters, no problem, no problem. 1 gallon sitting staring me in the face, big problem.
See, I was the complete opposite of that. I thought it was easier when I carried a gallon around
Because
I could
then
see
you knew when
there's
you were
this
done.
much. There's
Yeah.
this much.
I just had an app on my phone.
But see,
Because
what app did you use?
Just literally
the
a
2
water.
or 3 different apps I used, it was like it wouldn't let me just put in 33.8. It was like I couldn't drink a liter of water here and then 20 ounces of water there and then a
I don't
16-ounce
know.
bottle.
I just
It was
know
like I
mine
had to do
had
the
a
same
custom.
metric the whole time.
Mine had a custom thing.
Custom entry.
Yeah.
See, and mine didn't. I had 2 different apps, and neither one of them had that. It was either 16-ounce bottles all day,
Yeah.
or 20-ounce bottles all day, or a liter bottle all day. It wasn't like you could add a liter and 20 ounce. I just had to use my calculator most of the time.
But basically, I just, had a 16.9, a 28, because I drink, the 28. I just drink a fucking, Gatorade squeeze bottle.
Because it was easier when I had that whole gallon with me.
Yeah.
I think because I could see it. Because then when you start dividing, it's like, oh, no,
I would just rather have cold water. That's my thing. I can't really drink.
That's why I like, because I got that half-gallon thing for Christmas that was insulated.
Yeah.
So I'd
forgot
put cold
about
water in it, and it'd be noon, 1, 2, and then fill it up, and then try to have it gone by 8 o'clock at night.
But that's what makes us all different. We attacked one problem 3 different ways. You know what I'm saying? That you went for full gallon. I went for 20-ounce bottles, and I would just slam 20-ounce bottles like I was chugging beer, honestly. And then you went about it all different because it didn't matter. You just kept track of your ounces.
It all got a lot easier when I realized, if you wake up before 10 o'clock, everything's easy.
It always makes, if you got an extra 3 hours a day from waking up at 7,
the
as
biggest
opposed to
challenge
10.
I had with everything was when the semester got out for school, and I just had my time to myself for a month.
Yeah.
And that's when I started sleeping into 10 again, because everything was fairly easy while I was in school.
Yeah.
And I was waking up at
'Cause it's
7,
routine.
8, 9.
Yeah, I have to have a routine. I mean, I can wake up 7 o'clock every morning, no problem, doesn't bother me.
Yeah, see,
Saturday,
I've
Sunday.
been beating my alarm the last couple of days.
Yeah. Between
And
7 and
I've been waking up
7:30
at
is
5 something instead of hitting snooze for a dozen times and then wanting to go lay on the couch.
Yeah, I woke up at 5:45 this morning.
That's when I woke up. That's French toast.
That's when I woke up too. But getting up at the same time every day is pretty easy. But when
Once
you
you get
don't have a goal, like when you
wake
were
up
going to school, you have some place to be. So you have the gym, you have some place to be. I go to work, I have some place to be. When you don't, like on the weekends, it's like 7:30. You're like, I could sleep another hour.
I'm going to show y'all this fucking French toast I have.
Oh.
Y'all keep talking. But
Yeah, this is overindulgence. This is the ultimate cheat.
This is what happens when you go 75 days.
He's gonna have to do another 75 hard just to get rid of this fucking French toast. I'm telling you, this is some shit right here. Some shit. He sent me this son bitch this morning. I didn't even eat breakfast.
Man, I'm just looking at it. I can't even talk.
Yeah. Zoom in on that shit too, bro.
Oh, it does it zooms in the back.
Oh,
Yeah, but this is what happens.
brutal,
when you
right?
go 75 hard.
I was upset. I went to make the bread one day. Forgot I didn't fucking forget it. I bought it. I lost it. Whether that's in the truck or it fell out of the cart or blew fucking away from between the truck and the house. I don't know, but I know I bought the shit. And that affected my mood for the rest of the night. The whole way, you should be happy. You get to eat whatever. I don't get to eat what I want in the morning. And she said the same thing. Brandon said, well, you can just use, some regular bread. It's not the same. On the fucking Sara Lee honey shit.
That's good shit, dog.
I love
Hey,
that butter bread. Boom. But nah, I mean,
look at this bread. This is the bread I made, though.
is that the bread you made, or is this off the fucking
But
internet?
it looked like that.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, braided and everything.
Oh. Let's see that shit up here. Come on now.
Look at that. It's similar to a brioche bread
Right?
that it has honey in it.
And you got that honey from Australia, New
I
Zealand?
got the honey from Australia. And so I got different honey from New Zealand.
Fucking nuts. Are those bees better in the south
Hey,
than they
it
are in
took
the
the
north?
honey 3 weeks to get here.
Did it really?
Yeah. COVID.
Some of the shit you do.
Hey, I had time to kill. I didn't I knew the day I needed it. It was here.
It says 2 weeks, 3 days to get here.
I had to
That's
clear,
with like 2 days
had to clear
spare.
customs. I was like, what is fucking? I bought all sorts of shit. Never had to clear customs.
But the honey does.
Honey did. Hey, honey was so good though.
Oh, I'm telling you, there's a lot of things that tasted good when I finally had them after doing keto for 60 days. Because I believe I did keto 60 days. I didn't drink for 60 days, but I still failed out of the 75 hard after 30. But I kept it going for a little bit. But that at the end, it's just like, it's just I'm not a gym rat. I'm not a health freak, and that's just who I am. I mean, and I can never turn myself.
I still want to lose.
Oh, I still got some pounds to lose. I
still want to lose another 40. So
the weird part is I don't think I did strict keto, but what you told me.
Keto is like 20.
Strict keto is 25 carbs a day.
So
It says my app. Then it's 25, 50, or 100.
So I did 50 grams of carbs on keto, and I still count my carbs. The day I didn't count my carbs, or I quit counting my carbs, was when I had pizza and pasta in the same day because I knew what I was having, and I was like, nah, no sense in counting today. Blew it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm starting Weight Watchers tomorrow.
But for the most part, I think I keep it at 60 and below now. For 60 days, I kept it at 50 and below, and a lot of those days was well below 50.
See, like the main course is easy on keto. Fixing the main course is pretty easy to stay on keto. Oh, I fucking maybe don't get to eat the noodles or the rice or fucking a baked potato or something. But the bulk of what I ate was just like a chunk of meat, some fucking steak,
And a salad.
Maybe I wrapped it in I meant salad instead of steak.
I know.
Fucking chunk of meat, some salad, and maybe a low carb tortilla or 3.
Yeah.
I ate a lot
But
of
they got
I ate a lot of low carb tacos.
4 gram. I mean, I ate a lot of tortillas because they were 4 grams each. The ones I get, they're 4 grams of net carbs, and I mean, that's the only way I could keep my sanity. I'm being honest, and I went fucking nuts.
That's what I'm saying. And then this is the gray area where not everybody's going to agree on. But I had refried beans, but net carbs per half a cup was only 7.
Right.
Counted them. Did not count them. Probably the only thing I didn't count that maybe I should have.
Oh.
But you said you did it too? It was like fucking like my post workout and shit.
Oh yeah.
Like I didn't count the 5 carbs in the fucking super greens.
Yeah.
I didn't do that. So maybe I didn't do this shit right.
Oh, you're right.
But you did it 75 hard. I don't care what anyone says.
It was 75 very medium. It wasn't 75 hard.
Medium well. But no, I believe that
He said, if I fucked up, so did you. I took your cue.
the
Yeah, I needed that protein, dog.
Yeah, you guys, anybody in the house, I had that weight scale out every day. No, like, granted, when it comes to the salad,
towards the end
at the salad, it's like 85 grams of the salad was like 2 net carbs.
which
So it was-
turned into about a little handful, right?
No, it was like, they all, 85
But-
grams of fucking salad's a lot of salad.
But you grabbed it by the hand, you stopped weighing
Yeah, that's
it
what I'm
after
saying.
a while.
Oh, it fucking, when it's falling out of the bowl, it's about 85 grams.
Yeah, because towards the end of my 60 days, I didn't weigh shit either. I just knew that much was.
I can eat a third of this cup, or a third of the refracting.
Right.
Maybe it's not exactly a third, it's a little bit. We'll call it 8 carbs.
But that's what I used to. I used to go, okay, I'm going to give it 1 extra carb just because I'm not real sure. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, I mean, you guys grunted through the 75 hard. You guys found a little adversity through it.
But
I did,
will
and I
say,
quit. But you guys
after
did. and
after
fought
this
through it.
episode, we got to put her to bed.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah.
it can never come up.
Dude, I don't think I ever can.
Well,
Talk about it. For
we don't
15
ever have to
minutes
talk about
straight.
me
Oh, no,
failing
no, no,
again.
no.
We don't even have to talk about me failing again. I'm fine with getting rid of this shit off this podcast.
But it was good. I'd recommend it to anybody that just kind of feels lost. You need to find you. Just do it. You don't got to do the keto diet.
Yeah, I recommend not doing the keto
You
diet.
don't.
You can be carb deficient,
Yeah, like
you know, or not carb, calorie deficient.
you just
Yeah.
No,
a
okay.
diet.
Right.
Fuck. There's diets out there where all you do is eat red stuff. Just eat red stuff for 75 days. I mean, that shit looks weird, but
Yeah.
I've never
I,
heard of that diet.
that's what I'm saying. He like in the thing, he doesn't specify like, hey, you have
yeah.
to do any kind of diet. It just
stick to
at
something.
a certain, like, if you break diets down, at a certain point, they're just elimination.
Right.
Whether it's excess or certain things, it's an it's just elimination.
And the other part of the 75 hard is to be more active, not just depend on your diet, but
Yeah,
also kick back
like
with
I
that.
said,
That's why I lost
most
22
days
pounds.
I just stretched at night.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even call it yoga,
Oh,
but my back doesn't hurt anymore.
that's because you lost.
I would burn 300-400 calories.
You lost a nephew. You know that, right?
Yeah, I lost a big old kid. Yeah.
You lost
To say the way I was telling, I lost a plate, like in a gym, like a big fucking
Right.
45-pound plate. I lost one of those.
Right.
I want to lose another one.
Same size plate, or you
Well,
one
plate's
just
a
below
plate.
it?
A plate's a plate. If you went to the gym, you'd know that.
I know what a fucking.
Hey, you hear that?
I guarantee I've spent more time in a gym than you have.
Recently?
Huh? No, in my lifetime.
Oh yeah, just because you're fucking twice my age.
Got him.
Yeah, he spent a lot of that time just watching people too, though.
Yeah. Hey, you gonna pick anything up?
You gonna do that, right? If you're just gonna dick around, get the hell out. Don't worry about playing time either.
You motherfucker got a chaw in it.
I do have a chaw in.
Didn't they eliminate that from MLB? You can't like have chew in
Yeah.
anymore. Baseball anymore?
I don't know.
Who watches it? Not I. I'll go to a Cardinals game because the tickets are like $60, but.
And it's a good atmosphere to be in. It's one of those things you
And
can
when
have
I
a
say that,
social
I mean
time.
the Springfield Cardinals. I ain't driving all the way to St. Louis for a fucking baseball game. I couldn't get a hockey game. How about that?
I don't know if they ever play live sports again. We should go.
I love me some hockey.
Me too. No.
Let's go Blues won last night. Shootout.
Nice.
I know I lost so much money on my fucking football games the other day.
Well, it sounds like your brother's right. Degenerate gambler.
I had to put in some money in
He
on
was
the Blues.
literally trying to bet a 14-year-old and a 24-year-old.
Hey. Hey, if you think you can win.
I don't know. I'd have to at least run one first.
See where I'm at.
Yeah.
I gotta see where I'm at.
Boy, I need you to run down to the stop sign at the back real quick, see how thick you can do it.
But anyway, looks like we're kind of hitting a stall, so I think that's going to be kind of it this week. We
Wow, lady. She wants there to be a cave so bad on that property.
well, that's good.
And are you going to go in it?
No.
The real answer is depends on how big it is. If I got to squeeze and crawl through there like an earthworm, no. If I could take my big old tractor, knock some shit down, and walk in it, maybe.
That's funny. But
She has these grand ideas of there being like this fucking sink pit thing that makes like a natural pool and it filters. And it's cool if it's there, but I don't like want that so bad. Then hope for it and it not be that.
It's just a little fucking pit in the ground.
I mean, I think it's just where they threw a bunch of rocks out of the pasture.
ah,
That's what I think it is.
probably.
I haven't run one page on caves though, and this is what she's been doing for like 2 weeks.
She's an
So I will say she is more of an expert than I.
Gotcha. Well, with that said,
How long have we been going?
With that said, it doesn't matter at this point. We're running out of shit. to talk
Be
about.
yourself. Tell the people that you love them, huh?
Absolutely.
for sure.
Yeah, a lot of people don't do that. It irritates me when I get off the phone with some people. Because I'm one of those, all right, love you, bye, guys. Like,
Absolutely.
people at fucking the trash company, they think I'm just so affectionate.
Yeah, sometimes.
You know, if all right, I love you too.
So that
I think that's also something else that he instilled with us, because every time,
Yeah.
we went to bed, every time we left the house.
Yeah,
love
I
you.
mean, people call you all sorts of names, but
Yeah.
we knew our parents loved us.
Yeah. We also knew they beat
They
the
didn't
shit
always
out of us.
like us, but we
They-
always felt love.
We also knew they beat the shit out of us.
Hey, I mean, hey, good dogs know what to do.
Right?
I'm a good dog.
Well-
I haven't been hit since I was 12.
we want you all to be good dogs too. Reach down, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and why not hit the little thumbs up? Little Facebook appreciation there.
Facebook, they still do that?
Shit, I don't know. I don't.
All right, yeah. Tell everybody you
I'm a
love
week.
that you love.
I'm a
them.
week away from killing
something
Twitter
good
too.
this week.
Tell them about our podcast, too.
Hey, go donate to something. Give more than yourself. Bye.